we're all born with something inside of us. And the one thing I can always trace back to figuring out who I am and what I love and what I want to be a part of is being raised as a hunter.
Courtney's story is likely a story very common to women hunters across the globe. A single mother to young boys, raising them to be young men as well as hunters. A daughter to a father that taught her to hunt. A female wanting to embrace what life throws her way and create an inspired journey, show her journey, and help others that are in the exact space she is in to become better in fitness, life, and naturally in hunting. You see, to Courtney, hunting is a combination of her loves, fitness, and discipline, but also provides her an outlet to put behind the issues facing her and concentrate on what's important.
You know, I can just remember from a super young age watching my dad come home with an elk in the bed of his truck. He'd tell stories. He always smelled awful, but I was so excited to see him and just hear the things that he would have to say and listen to his experiences. And it wasn't long before he finally told me he would take me with him, and I think I was 5. And I had been in and out of elk camp and deer camp before then, and the way that he invited me in, and he was always so patient, and he would always explain things in a way that I could understand. It always made sense to me. And that hunt, when I was 5, and I showed up in that camp, that is the moment for me that solidified the journey I would take as a hunter. It's one of those things that even though I know it's unique to be a female in the outdoors, I guess, it's unique to be a woman who is passionate about hunting and being a provider and being a part of conservation. But sitting in front of that wool tent in Idaho, dressed in camo, ready to go, chase elk, and this old timer says to me, "You must be the head chef around here." And I said, "I am." And I hunt, and I hike, and I pack out, and I clean my animals. And he didn't have another word to say, and I think it's odd to me that we have such a societal expectation of what I should do as a woman, what I shouldn't do because I'm a female. And we don't expect that of our men. We don't question if they're there to cook or if they're there to put up our tents. You know, they have this right to be there. And I feel extremely fortunate that growing up, I never felt like I had to justify why there was a rifle in my hand, why I was getting dressed up in my dad's hand-me-down camo. I never had to explain that. And I didn't know, outside of the occasional things that I would hear, and as I grew older and in high school, I always wondered, like, why aren't my girlfriends talking about their buck stories? Why aren't they gone when I'm gone during hunting season? And as I've gotten older and become more aware and am more engaged, and when I hear comments from other people, or when I have questions, or when somebody says to me, "Oh, how long have you been hunting?" It's only evident then that what I do, who I am as a hunter and as an outdoorsman, is strange to people. I think we're all we're all born with something inside of us. We're all born with who we're going to be someday. We're all born with the things we like, the things that we don't like, the experiences that light fires inside of us. And some of us figure those things out. Some of us nurture those experiences. Some of us live into those passions, regardless of if someone thinks that you should love it, if somebody thinks that you should be able to be a part of it. And the one thing I can always trace back to figuring out who I am and what I love and what I want to be a part of is being raised as a hunter. Being raised in a land, in an environment, in an endless parade of opportunity to build my characters and my strengths and my desires. There's so much that hunting can tell you, can teach you, can show you. And I think that's the thing I love the most about it, is that it's so unique to you. My name's Courtney Levesque. I'm a daughter, I'm a mom, I'm a hunter. Everyone has their own story. This is mine. It's in the blood.
But this year I passed my rifle on to Gabe. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, yeah. So it's a
Passing
lucky
down
rifle.
the heritage.
Yeah. For 2 years I've had a new rifle and haven't seen anything yet, so I might have to take it back from you.
Yeah, you might have the lucky one now.